Servus and welcome back to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Kerstin Kopp, kitchen designer with King's Kitchen and Kitchen Remodel, and hopefully your favorite kitchen designer in the Tacoma area. And I am back today, first of all, because everybody's telling me I need to make more videos. So I really want to focus on making more videos for you guys talking about kitchen design and remodeling. And secondly, I want to talk about this great remodel that we just completed. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks/months, but it is a stunning white shaker kitchen remodel with a twist to mid-century vibes. I hope this describes it greatly. So I want to walk you guys through the remodel. I want to show you exactly the detailed layouts on how we started the whole planning process. You know, I'm huge on kitchen space planning. It's very important to me to know like the body's ergonomics and who is cooking in the kitchen and what are they cooking. So we have a great workflow in that kitchen. And then we're going to go into the renderings and we're going to go into the selections that were used in this kitchen. And then of course, look at the final end results and the videos and kind of pictures we took on site when everything was completed. So just a little sneak peek. We are talking shaker. And yes, if you are still into shaker and thinking to yourself, you know, I'm still digging this whole shaker thing. You know, I know there's other styles and Kerstin keeps talking about all these other door styles, but shaker is safe, okay? It's a safe door if you're scared about going too trendy. So we have a really beautiful white shaker cabinet in this kitchen combined with pepper, one of our all-time favorite dark gray paint colors that really gave it a beautiful, nice twist in this kitchen, along with some other features that you will see here shortly. Also, I'm working really hard on making better quality videos. So thank you all for your patience. And I'm working on a new space so we can record there and not have to worry about too much echo. So I really, thank you again for like everybody's patience on that. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I talk about nothing else but kitchen remodeling. So if you want more tips and tricks on kitchen design, how to put it all together, how to plan it, how to budget it, and how to actually run a successful remodel, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, guys, so here is our layout. This is like a bird's view of the kitchen that we were working on. So we had the space and we were trying to keep most of our appliances in the same space. As you know, if you're trying to save some money on your kitchen, and your kitchen layout is fine, like you think it flows pretty good without having to move the appliances, then don't move them just to move them. So in this case, we kept the range in place. I think it just bumped out to a larger range. And then we did like a newer styled vent hood. So that was a pretty nice change, but it stayed pretty much in the same center line. The refrigerator stayed in the same area. Obviously, we have new appliances that we have to incorporate into the design and make sure everything will fit, but the actual space where things were sitting was the same, and the same with the dishwasher. Now, left and right of the range, I'm always big on using the most amount of drawers that we can get. So we have on the right side, we have a drawer base, a 3-drawer base, and on the left side, we actually have a spice pullout. We have left of the spice pullout another base cabinet. Now this has rollouts, and I'm actually going to move forward into our elevation of this range wall. So here you can see on the left side of the space pullout, you have a double door base cabinet that has rollouts. That's going to be meant for like smaller appliances to sit here, you know, toasters and mixers and things like that. So you can just have a nice space to put them away and keep your counters empty. And then to the left, we have two very nice sized 36-inch each pantry cabinets. Now these are special pantry cabinets. They actually come with an adjustable rollout system. So it's not just rollouts that are in place. And then here's another picture of these rollout systems. As mentioned before, this is a Belmont kitchen, and this is one of their accessories that I highly, highly recommend, because you never know what you're buying and it can always change. All of a sudden you're finding, you know, some kind of new store and you're buying certain sized items. So it's always nice to be able to rearrange or readjust the heights of these rollouts. Now, for example, if you are a Costco member, so I'm still not a Costco member. My friend is like totally on me about becoming a Costco member. But if you are a Costco member, you might have like real oversized boxes and bins and different things, you know. So it's definitely good to have adjustable rollouts right here. As you can also see on this elevation is we have stacked cabinets. So it was super important to our customer here that they have cabinets running all the way to the ceiling. And they had an overall height of 107 and 3/4, so 107.75 inches. And we ended up with stacked cabinets that had a total height of 48 inches. So quite a bit of cabinet space here. So if we're going to the right of the range, you can also see the three drawer base. Sorry, such a tough word for German. 3-drawer base that I was talking about, and then also a Lazy Susan. And if we move to the other wall where we have our refrigerator located, we have another big set of 3-drawer bases. And these are each 33 inches. If you take a tape measure and lay that out, I mean, that is a ton of storage space. And you know, I love drawers. They might be a little bit more expensive on the planning side, but you are pulling everything out towards you. And when you're working with Belmont cabinets, which are frameless cabinets, you have full extension undermount guides. So that means you really get to use every inch of that drawer. It's not like those old school drawers that only came out about 3/4 or half. No, you're using every inch. And when we look to the top here on this elevation, you know, we have lots more cabinets, huge, deep, 24-inch deep cabinet above the refrigerator. I mean, this is so much storage here, especially for oversized pots and, you know, like soup pots and different things like that. And then you also have a dedicated spot for the microwave. You always have to put in a dedicated spot for your microwave. Don't ignore the fact, oh, I'll figure it out later. You're going to hate sitting your microwave somewhere on the counter. It's just unnecessary and takes away so much of your space. Now, if we look at the island is pretty simple, not crazy in size. We wanted to keep the original footprint of the kitchen, which also meant that our customer didn't really have to worry about the flooring. But also, you know, you don't want to push in a huge island just because you want a huge island. You have to work for the space. And in this case, we did have a nice dining table next to it, so we didn't want to go too big here. And we have a sink base, 36-inch sink base, which is really like the standard size. Most people go on a sink base, so you can fit a really nice big sink inside. And then to the left, you have your dishwasher, and to the right, you have a double trash pullout. Now, I really recommend having the dishwasher on one side, the trash on the other side. This way you can have everything open. You can empty your plates into the trash, rinse them off, and then stack them right into the dishwasher. So it's pretty handy right here. And then next, I want to show you guys the renderings we had of this space. So here is just a basic rendering we did for the overall space. So our client had a little bit of help visualizing everything. And you know what? I'm actually going to go back. I do want to point something out because that was really funny with this client. They were super focused on symmetry. So some people, I'll ask them, you know, do you worry about fillers being a certain size? Do you worry about end panels being a certain size? And a lot of people don't care. But then there are some customers, and it's totally fine. That's why you got to work with a good designer that asks those questions. A lot of customers end up being super finicky about the widths of like end panels and the widths of fillers. So our customer was pretty set on trying to have all the fillers and end panels and things try to be the same width, and that's totally fine. So we just made sure that we've included that in our initial design. So we have a tall end panel right here that had a front filler attached that was wider, and then you had another filler here. And then over by the refrigerator here, we ended up with a bigger filler on the side that was on purpose. So here is the rendering we did for this kitchen, just a basic view. And honestly, these renderings are not to show you all the details of the kitchen. They are meant to give you an idea on what it's gonna look like, just an idea. Like a lot of times I'll tell people, we don't even put in the real, you know, appliances and stuff like that, because you don't want to waste your designer's time by plugging in all these renderings, and that there goes all your time. You want to have time planning. You want to have time with your designer working on selections and things like that, and not waste it on drawings. So, well, the technical drawings are the ones that are really important and make sure everything's good in those, not the renderings. Just a quick little rendering. This was to help our client visualize the space. Okay guys, when it comes to our selections for this kitchen, I already told you we used Belmont cabinets for the cabinets. We did a mix between the 16 and 1900 line. You know, I always like to stick to the 1600 line, save a little bit of money. And if there is a custom cabinet we have to do, then just pick that one cabinet out of the 1900 line. And if you want to find out a little bit more about Belmont and the 1900 line and all the other lines they have, I do have a video where I explain all of that, so make sure you check that out. Now, we ended up using the Evoke door, which is a newer door style released, I believe, last year, like summer of last year, something like that. And the Evoke is a little bit of a thinner shaker. So it's a little bit of a thinner shaker frame, not like a 3-inch like the old Index door used to be. And this is actually the Evoke. The Evoke has the matching detailed drawer front. So in this kitchen, in the rendering, you've seen, and in the layouts, you've seen we had the matching shaker detail in all of the drawer fronts. So we used the classic white on the perimeter, and then we used Pepper, which is one of their standard gray paint colors. So it's in their standard color program, no upcharges. And we used this for the island. It's a beautiful gray. It's really nice and dark. I feel like it looks very bright in here right now, but it's a lot darker in person. And it's more of a warm gray. So I'm not a fan of cool colors. I don't know, it feels cold and uncomfortable, but that's just me. Everybody's like different. I'm really liking this gray. I love Pepper. I've done it plenty of times before. And it goes with a lot of warm other colors that you end up using for your kitchen, like flooring and tile and different things like that. Now, when it came to the countertops, I already told you guys, I'm trying not to shake my laptop so much. I'm actually recording on my Mac today. When it came to the countertops, we used the all-time favorite Mysterio by Pentel. Now, Pentel has created this color called Mysterio Quartz, which is a quartz, so it's man-made. And if you want to find out more about the differences between granite and quartz and all that good stuff, I have like a super old video on that. So I'll link that below. Make sure to check it out. But this is a man-made quartz, and it is probably like Pentel's best seller. This marble-looking quartz is really, really nice and bright. And it actually is hard to find a good marble-looking quartz that is white enough to go good with white painted cabinets. So I just want to put these two next to each other. See, like it's really, really bright. It's a good combo. And the nice thing about Mysterio too, it's ever so light when it comes to the veining. It's not heavy. It's not like a Calcutta with super thick veining. It's a very subtle and elegant. Okay. Now, we also have some fun tile that was used in this kitchen, which is by Tile Bar. And here's a picture, and I also have a link below. And the client went with really fun brass pulls and knobs. They did a nice little combo in this kitchen between pulls and knobs, and they were from RH Living, I believe. So I'll have a link for those below too. And then what a lot of our team members really, really loved in this kitchen was the pendant lights. So were the pendant lights over the island. And these were picked out by our client from World Market. So I can't wait for you guys to see these now. And I'll have a link below for them as well. Now, dun, 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 it's time to look at the beautiful kitchen. So check out these stunning pictures and short little video clips of us having fun on site of this beautiful kitchen remodel. White shaker cabinets with a mid-century twist coming to you now. Bye.